get my cards ready. Welcome. What a beautiful night for some readings. Welcome. So we're just going to get started here in about a minute. I hope you have a drink and you're ready to relax and enjoy. We're just going to wait for some others to join us. And while we do, we'll get connected. It's good to see everyone. I hope everyone had a great Easter. Okay, so while we are waiting, let's get started and introduce ourselves. So I am East Coast Mystic. My page is East Coast Mystic and my website is www.eastcoastmystic.com. And I'm actually excited about joining tonight because it's like 411, right? So to me, that's like, what information does the Spirit have for us? So tonight I feel like it's going to be a special night for us. So welcome.
Hi, I'm Mystic Gypsy. I'm very excited to see all of your faces. Some are new, some I've seen before. So I'm really excited to see what messages are out here for you guys available today. You can check out my Facebook or my Instagram at Mystic Gypsy, Gypsy with 2 eyes. And yeah, I can't wait.
Hello everyone, I'm Moonshine. I can be reached on Facebook under Moonshine. And I'll be doing some rune readings as well as combination with some cards and some totems as well. And I also have a book, a rune book as well too, which you can get online and order, and you can draw and get your own runes anytime as well too. So that's the Viking rune book. Looking forward to tonight.
Hello friends, new and old, I'm Shauna, but you can call me Misfit. You can find me on Facebook, I'm the Misfit Intuitive. You can sometimes find me on TikTok. And if you're in New Brunswick this Saturday, you can find me at the KBM on Westfield Road for the Psychic Fair from 11 until 4. Let's have a great night, guys.
I'm going to be there too. Oh, I always forget to say something. So I'm excited about our messages. We're going to get started. Who should we begin with? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm just kidding. Tammy, I'm going to get started with you because I can't stop looking at you. You have my attention. So if you could unmute, welcome. So tonight, you are welcome to receive a message from all of us. And there's 3 different choices. You can have a general reading, which is whatever it is that we get from our cards. Or
that's what I'm looking for.
Okay. Yeah. And not all of us are doing cards tonight. I know Moonshine is also doing runes. So that's pretty cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm just getting into understanding those.
Perfect. That's awesome. Well, you'll have to get his book then. Okay, absolutely. General reading for Tammy. Still looks nice and bright where you are. Okay.
I'm sitting in a hotel in Halifax right now.
Oh, are you? Wow, that gave me goosebumps. Right on. So I'm going to get started and see what I get for you. Oh my gosh. This is a soul card that came. I love this card. Look at your hands. So this card lets me know that you are actually in a channel right now. And this channel of power, it is a grounding power. So it is something that's supposed to bring you stability. And it's also something that is going to show you your next move. It also lets me know that you're in direct contact with spirit. And I get really strong goosebumps because I feel like you're connecting with them through the things that you're creating right now. And you're meant to be serene. And I see that there's confidence around you that spirit is bringing into your life, as well as the ability to focus on the present, not so much running into the future. So your present situation is very important right now for the changes that are happening. I got the Ace cards, which means that there is unexpected change, but also a creation that's going to move you in the direction of your dreams. This also lets me know that there is a male spirit around you. That's who I feel is touching you and who is with you right now. I don't think it's a haunting from your Halifax hotel. This is a guiding spirit that is giving you a clear path. And look, the King of Pentacles came up, which totally lets me know that this influence has to do with your wealth and your future. Okay, so there is good news all around you, but I see 3 things in play for you that this male spirit is guiding you. Something new, there's something in the present, and there's something in the past. So you have 3 aspects, past, present, future, in play, which is a very powerful thing for you right now, because April is all about opening yourself up and awakening. And you're doing that past, present, future. So tap into that energy. As far as what it is that the spirit is guiding to manifest for you, it's your truth. Oh, my internet said unstable. I hope I didn't cut out. But it's your truth. That's what spirit is helping you with. And I also feel that your willpower is what you need to be focusing on. Your willpower is the motivating power because it is directing your truth, and it's going to bring you the peace and security that you want. So your security and your wealth is meant to like relax you.
Good.
Yeah, it's meant to like bring you peace and relaxation. So I don't think you're gonna be like taking off traveling. It's more about
that's okay.
Good.
Good.
That's what I see happening for you right now.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Beautiful.
Hello, Tammy.
Hi.
So for you, you've got some really strong energy that is around you right now, and it's sourcing a lot from your guides and from just the universe just really being like directing where your path is going right now. But the main card that I really stands out for me is the Moon card, because that's just your, so it's just showing me that there's something that there's still like not brought forward yet. And I feel like you're kind of entering this cycle right now where it's really important to focus on the present and to just let that past go, because the Judgment card is coming with it. So it's really kind of like that self-judgment, that forgiveness, like self-forgiveness, like finding peace with whatever has happened and just focusing on right now in the future, because you also have the 7 of Wands. So you're like in you're in a positive transformation. Like you're coming into this and it's going to be really positive for you, and there is like victory and everything. But I think when you're carrying so much of the past, it's weighing you down right now, and it's going to carry into the future if you don't be careful with it, right? So just very, because I think that there's a lot of inspiration that's on its way to you. Like you're kind of unearthing that like divine feminine in you, where you're just like creating and you're tapping in, and all of this stuff is kind of like just coming to you. But you need to know that you have all of the tools that you need. You don't need to search for, there's not something that you're missing or anything. You've got it, and it's all there with you. So just just take comfort in that, knowing that like spirit is guiding you, you're on that path, and just try not to take everybody's stuff on.
That's a big one.
Yeah, and I can see it because I
Yeah.
also have the 10 of Wands here, so I know that you're like carrying everybody's stuff.
Yeah.
And you gotta like focus on you. And I think that's part of that moon card too, is like figuring out what it is that you want, what it is that you truly need inside, and tapping into that like, you know, goddess in you that like wants to like feel fulfilled and loved and everything. So I see beautiful stuff. I really just want you to stay present.
Thank
Stay
you.
present in the moment, okay?
Thanks.
Awesome. Hey, Tammy.
Hi.
Well, we got some, how are you doing tonight?
Good.
Good. Yeah, real interesting ruin cast. To start it off, you had half the ruins virtually just group and take off to the past, and I was almost wondering what was happening there. If there's a magnetic thing, or if my table was on a slope or something, because they really all just moved, but it was flat. So what that's showing me is there is a whole series of events that have 6 months ago. There was some challenges to overcome, some conflict there, and it's all just washed away in essence. And the candle just popped, so cleared something. So there's something that was cleared in the past there about 6 months ago, and that it took away a whole lot of weight with it. And what's happening here is that then you move forward with, it was actually in a way a win for you, a conquering of your challenges, and also part of your own spiritual path that moved you forward. And that's what allowed you to keep going straight and let all the rest of it go where it may. And so that's amazing bravery, and also allowing yourself to come out. This also shows me here that there is either a divine feminine or a sensual energy that's around you, right on the heart right now. So this is good about honoring yourself, your emotions, your feelings, allowing yourself to be free with how you feel. And also you've got the rune of Laguz, which is to go with the flow. So really, it really is go with the flow, as though you are in a river, going with the flow and getting used to this. It's a faster movement. It's smooth, and it doesn't really feel fast, but a lot can happen in it when you just let it flow instead of focusing or getting mental on it. And I do feel that you are in that space. It's showing you're in that space right now immediately. That's what's moving it forward, and it's clear and open. So there's a real creative space for you right now. And again, I feel with what Mystic Gypsy was saying, there's a few things. I even got a similar card there as far as moving forward. And it shows here that you also received the Tiger's Eye, which is for focus. So just keep in mind the things that are important to you. That's kind of all you have, like your own dangling carrots of things that are interesting, that you like. Just keep looking at and allowing things to develop around you for it. Because you also received for spirit animal, the dragonfly, which means that you know who you are. You're in transformation. Just let yourself unfold. And then you've got the angel of eternal love around you. So it's really about nurturing yourself and allowing that nurturing to heal and flow with yourself, and that will naturally go down to the others, and you'll be able to care for everybody how you need, but it'll be coming through you, and won't just be a new way. It won't be draining. It's going to be more like a beautiful expression of you feeling good. So looks really great. Yeah, good stuff. Enjoy your time up here in Halifax.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hello, Tammy. It's nice to see you here with us this evening. Just like East Coast Mystic, I'm really drawn to you when you popped up on my screen, and I'm not sure. I don't think I know you in person, or if you just really needed to be here for a reading. So I'm really glad that you're here. I feel like there has been a lot of stress. Are you in a relationship or married, or no? Okay.
I just lost my brother last week, so there is a lot of stress.
Okay. Yeah, so no, there's definitely a lot of stress, and especially regarding family and just close relationships. I can feel that that's been a lot for you. I can see are you struggling? I feel like there's a decision to be made. You're really struggling with finding your balance and your next steps. I feel like you're being pulled in too many different directions, and it's hard for you to really focus and just kind of center and make decisions right now. So really focus on stress reduction, and maybe, like Moonshine had said, focus on clearing negativity, because even though there's some things that have been cleared, clearly with everything going on, there's going to be a lot of grieving and a lot of processing. So really just open yourself up to the emotions, keep looking forward instead of maybe focusing on what maybe coulda, shoulda, woulda. Really just focus on moving forward through that and clearing out the negativity. And through this journey, I feel like you're becoming more aware. I don't know if this kind of spiritual and readings and stuff is new for you, or you're just kind of re-embracing it.
Re-embracing.
Yeah, so really do re-embrace that journey, because it's like a whole new journey, right? When you kind of go out of it and come back. So really, you're going to reveal your true self through this one. You're going to get a lot out of it when you recommit to your journey and yourself. I want to read a little bit from my last oracle card that I pulled. It's called Dust to Light. And it says, take the time each day to listen, learn, and understand how you respond emotionally to the constant energy and motion. Because how you react, think, and feel daily through all your experiences will be the manifestation of your future. So be the change you would like to see in your world. So I hope that all the guidance that you got tonight really helps you.
It does. And thank you all very, very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
I love the messages that came through, and while everyone is talking, one of the things that I got was that divine angel of eternal love being around you. I love that. But as people were talking, I did feel like there was a father figure around in spirit.
My dad passed 10 years ago, so that would.
And then your brother is recent.
And then my brother just passed last week.
So that might be why I kind of felt that ghostly energy around you. But I do want to say, there is 3 spirits around you, all males right now, and they're rooting for you. Okay, so I know your dad and your brother are with someone else. And one of the messages that I got from your father is, don't end things so quickly. Because this is the 3rd year. I don't know what he's talking about, but it's a wand. So it does represent how you want to live your life. But this 3rd year, and he's showing me a gentleman. This year is the 3rd year, and it is a finish line. So I feel like this year is about completing a lot of things in your life. And I feel like they do give you the signs, but I do feel that one of them is saying you need to talk to them on your drive home. You don't give yourself enough time to speak to spirit and just have that time to talk to spirit. Okay. So talk to spirit, talk to the universe all the way home, and get your path connected to the things that you want to focus on, because you have manifesting power right now, and it is about your truth. And your truth is your truth. What you care about is your purpose.
Mine,
so
not everybody else's.
I feel that is strong. So make your trip home, retreat. Make your trip home a conversation with God, or the universe, or your father, or your brother, and all of them, and initiate that path to what you truly want. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. It was good to see you tonight.
Good to see you too, Georgina. Always. Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, let's go with Barb. Barbara, hello, welcome.
Hi.
You look like
you're
glowing.
Thank you.
So tonight,
okay, today, couple of months ago, I asked for a message from my grandparents who passed away, and you guys said, a bunch of you guys said there was like some kind of family secret.
Yes.
That I should try to get near or find out. And I wanted to see tonight if you could dig deeper on that and get me more information on that family secret.
Okay, awesome.
Because if it's important around me, it's something that I need to know. I would like to know.
Perfect. Okay, let's do that. I got goosebumps. So right away, when I get goosebumps like that, it does let me know that spirit is present. So let's see what we get. Okay, so the first card that I get for you, look at this. How cool. See all these pyramids? That represents guiding spirits around you. And there is information. Look at that. And then this represents a childlike spirit. So the spirit sees you young. They see you young. They don't see you as a woman right now. They're connecting to your inner child. So your inner child has a lot of energy that can unlock visions and connections. But I am connecting to the female, which would be your grandmother. And I feel like I'm just getting flashes. And she's letting me know that I got the 8 of Cups. So this has to do with some kind of abandonment. Okay? And this abandonment had to do with walking away from people they love for something else. So they left in search. I don't feel it was your grandparents we're talking about. I feel like we're talking about your father. Everything's frozen. I hope you can still hear me. Can you still hear me? I'm getting Kate. Could you hear me? Did I freeze?
Oh, now you're back.
Did you hear anything? Okay, so when I was just...
I heard there was an abandonment.
Oh my gosh. I was yapping away. So I feel like this card not only has to do with abandonment, but it does have to do with your father. And I feel like there was something, like he left. And it does have to do with the cups. So it was for his own thing. So I don't know if he left for I don't know if he left for a personal reason. It shows some kind of abandonment and really not knowing where he was going to go. The Fool card comes up. So I feel like there is an absence and that he did leave for something else, for a personal reason. And it does show abandoning something to move away from difficulties. And look, the woman and the child not knowing. So there is some kind of mystery with your father. And I do get the Cups and the Swords. I mean, if it was me, I'd be doing a DNA test. And you would find direct family. Because I feel like there's an excuse that something was financial, but it wasn't. And I don't know what that is. But as far as your grandmother and the message for you is that there is messages from spirit that you are connected. She's seeing you as a young girl. And I don't feel like you were told the truth about something, because the emotions, there's hidden emotions behind what happened. And this is showing a female hiding her emotions. And this is not wanting to look at the truth. And you are a truth seeker. Okay, so you're like, you are meant, look at the Lover's card. You're meant to find like the love that happens. Like this has to do with like you. I think when you find out the true connection to your family, and it does have to do with a specific place. This is going to be an energy that's going to fulfill you. It's part of your wholeness. It's almost like you're the healer of something that was broken. And I feel like it even has to do, because I keep seeing your grandma showing me you in your mother's belly before you were even born. So I don't know why she's showing me before you were born. And that's a message that something happened before you were born. But it is your destiny. Look, you got this too, digging up the past.
Grandma who is passed is my dad's mom. My mom's mom is still alive.
That's totally who I believed it was. That's totally who I believed it was. Through these cards. Yep. Was your dad's mom.
Your dad's mom? Okay.
That's who I feel is telling me this stuff. So I don't know what her story is. But she does feel some kind of abandonment energy. And it's almost like she understands it, but yet she doesn't believe in it. And I don't know if it was your dad's part or your mother's part, because she won't open up to those emotions. She's holding strong that way. As far as what is your grandmother doing? She's helping you lighten your load. That's her connection to you. That's what she wants to do for you, is lighten your load. So the things that you're carrying, and she wants to bring you happiness. Oh, the butterflies. I got such a message tonight that butterflies was like a totem for someone, and it's you. So butterflies is her totem. When you see butterflies this summer, always say thank you, Grandma. Because she can initiate more connection to you, and she will through her dreams. And that lets me know that she's lightening your load and part of your transformation to happiness. And that's all you're meant to focus on. Not so much what you're supposed to do, but your happiness. Like, what makes you happy? And I feel like she's telling you, you need to teach something. You're a teacher. What are you meant to teach right now? Psychic abilities just came up. So something that feeds one of your psychic abilities. So I would look into that. Which ability right now is your strongest ability? And then work with it and ask for your grandmother to give you messages through that ability, through that one sight. This one's showing me the third eye. So I feel like she will give you images. That's what I have.
Hi, Barbara. Okay. So all right. Your grandma is definitely coming through, or your grandma. It's a woman that's passed away, and she's just really wanting me, like, I got the talisman, so I really am picking up with what East Coast Mystic was saying, because I also have butterflies in my card, and when I got the talisman card, it kind of just like hit me. So I really think you need to pay attention to those times that the synchronicities are happening for you, because there's truth. It's like little bits of truth in those moments that will kind of bring about what it is that you're needing to sort out. And I feel like what I'm seeing in here is that you're almost to the point where you know what you need to know about this situation. Because there is going to be a certain point where I see in the cards that there is going to be something that comes that is going to be about truth and about your inner truth, more so than truth about others, if that makes any sense. I don't know how to explain that. But it's really more so to balance you in your day-to-day life, in your flow in life, and kind of learning how to navigate these decisions that you're going through and that you're needing to go through in the future, because it does have something to do with what you're going to do in your future. And I really am getting a strong message from her about you needing to speak your truth with others. I know, and it's really is about emphasis on kind of like in your heart, like what it is that you need to say, because your throat chakra is like The card is literally the throat chakra. So you're needing to speak some truth about something to someone. And you might, what I'm seeing though from the cards is that you might not get the answer that you're looking for. What it is that you're seeking is different than what you will receive. So just kind of be prepared for that. But pay attention to the signs that are along the way, and, you know, just keep that balance. Sometimes too much searching isn't a good thing, if that makes any sense. Like, sometimes because what I'm seeing is it's kind of like almost right now, it's almost like you're in this state where it's kind of taking over what your focus is, and the cards are wanting to remind you not to let that happen, that there's other things that you kind of got to juggle, that there's other things in life that you need to focus on that will lead you on the path that you're going forward, and that when it's time for this to come forward for you, or whatever info about it is, that it will present itself and you'll see it. You'll have, like, it'll happen. So just kind of keep an eye out. But I think that going forward though, just really focus on that truth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Hello, Barbara. So this was on around your information around your grandmother.
I'm not sure actually. I don't really.
Just more information on the
but yeah,
past of your.
I don't know. Something came up last time about a family secret, but I had no idea there was a family secret, or I'm not sure what I'm looking for. If I need to look for something, so I don't know.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, I did get a relationship that came up in the ruins, and it shows a whole storyline, so you can see where this may,
Okay.
which relationship it is. I'm feeling your father and his partner, but then there's also guidance around this. So it shows that there was a past, and that there was a need for work, and there was a little bit of conflict for that, and that a person needed to go off for work to have the house and maintain the house, and that there was a conflict, that this was supposed to be the resolution, that there was travel. So it does show that there was travel in a vehicle to another location, and it was to overcome obstacles. The intent was it was supposed to create money to send home or to take care of things. And it's showing something around that I feel like it was supposed to be a year. It was kind of like a year plan, and going off to work and coming back. However, doesn't really show if there was a coming back. It might have just been the year plan, and then things changed and something changed in there. There does show that there was something left for the female, with, I'm assuming your mother here, a gift, something that was left, and everything else seems to have been lost with this leaving and this traveling. It does show that there is a soulmate connection, and that there was, for the cards that I got, and then something happened. There was a tower, there was an event, or either an argument or an outside issue, like bills or something that came that needed to be addressed, that was strong enough that it kind of rocked the relationship a bit. And it's showing that an inability to be able to see of what one's supposed to do, in a sense, because there's lost emotions, and then there's new goodness on both sides. So it almost seems unresolved in a sense, or just it wasn't spoken about afterwards. And then it was showing for you that you received the red jaspers for grounding. And for you, you got the totem for the whale, for the soul's path and your purpose. So it is showing me that this information, the storyline, I think it's going to have something was going to unveil something more at your core, maybe some of like your personal patterns, things that you subconsciously don't really realize you're doing, but they're part of your personality, and they came from this interaction, from this family member. So there's a strength in that. There is something in there that you can identify with and align with, and you did get the guardian angel of children. And I just got goosebumps on that. So it does show that there was something maybe right at child. It shows a child at birth. So there could be something right in the very early years, when things are when you're first born, and that things need to be changed. The result of changes going on. But having the guardian angel of children also shows me that they're around you now, that these angels are around you now still, and that will never leave you due to the same events that they were interacting with you to help you through those changes and that the guardian angel of children is still with you to help you, so you can actually ask for that guidance and you can receive that. And then it does show Isa. So your final rune here, it's a standstill, so it's a still point. And Isa can be a time of realization, but there's a moment where things are still. And Mystic Gypsy was talking about a time of transformation too, and it seemed to fit into that as well. So there's a point where there's going to be an aha moment. You may have some stillness, something's going to put you in a situation where you're not thinking about really anything else, and then you're going to be able to see or feel something. But what it's going to do is give you a new power to change. You're going to have a realization that's going to let you move forward with strength and even more confidence. You have a confidence already, but this is something where I think because it'll help solve the mystery. You'll know more about your life and how things happened the way they did, and you were in good favor, so that's a good thing. At least everybody did care about you. So interesting. We'll see how it unfolds. But for you, souls pass, so you're just supposed to carry with your journey. You're in motion. Everything is emotion. So whatever you get is just going to be like new information to your life and interesting. Just let it unfold for you. But something that goes right back to early when you were young.
That's pretty interesting because that kind of coincides with some of the symbology I got with her as a child in her mother's belly. And then, the soulmate card I got, and you got a soulmate with her reading. So that's interesting. I mean, personally, I would do heritage DNA, and you'll be able to find like information on your father like that. That's what I did, and it worked wonderfully for me. I have 9 generations of family I didn't even know I had, and all that info, and it's heritage DNA, and you never know. Someone from his side of the family could be on it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot more synchronicities over here too. I think we all got a lot of the same cards. Like, there's not much that I can add to that story. I'm interested to see how it plays out. Honestly, I do feel like it was like a previous family or something, and it just, like you said, he left for work and there was conflict, and it just kind of happened that way. But yeah, it's kind of neat to see all the cards and everything like that. I keep seeing the letter W in a lot of my cards. I don't know if he's got a W or if someone you might uncover as a W, but it keeps popping out, especially in the Tower card. And I've never noticed them before, but I just sit here and I keep focusing on it. W and W and W, 4 or 5 of them. So I just felt like I threw that out there just in case it ends up being significant or connecting anything. But I feel like whatever happened, whatever the family secret, the big thing is, I mean, we've all got them, right? I feel like it was related to someone following their passion and intuition. Whatever happened had to happen that way, as messy or whatever as it was. It all played out the way that it was supposed to. Whatever happened, kind of let the swords and the chips fall as they may. It was what it was. But as for you, for your reading, I kind of pulled a few cards in general for you. Spirit really wants to encourage you to let yourself feel all your emotions, especially related to this, whatever you find, good, bad, or ugly. Let yourself process whatever emotions come up with it, and be gentle with yourself during the process, and really still focus on connecting to your intuition, meditate, and like I said, you're here every month because you want our guidance, but you can receive some of that too. So just make sure that you're also connecting with yourself, just like you connect here with us.
Yeah, I think definitely listen to it again and see what pops into your mind. But I definitely feel you'll be able to get vision. So maybe even doing inner child like meditations would activate some information, because you would be able to unlock some memories that could also bring in intuitive guidance and wisdom as an adult when you merge with your child, your inner child. Yeah. I know YouTube, you can do some inner child meditations and stuff too. Brett or Moonshine does hypnosis as well. I've done past life hypnosis with him. Okay, so yeah, it's interesting. Perfect. So let's go on to, who are we doing next? Let's do Daryl. It's your turn. Just
Hello.
wanted to come out. Hello, welcome to tonight. How are you?
I'm excellent, thanks. Glad to be
Perfect.
here. Nice to see everybody again, or most everybody that I've seen already.
So what would you like to know? Tonight you can choose just a general reading. You can get a message from someone on the other side, or do you have a specific question that you would like guidance about?
I'd like to just get a general reading, please.
Okay, let's see what we get for you. Oh my gosh. This is the card that came for you. And this speaks to me on two different levels. Okay, well, it should be three because there is 3 fish there. But what I get is that you are connected to your guidance. You do have the gift of knowingness right now. But it lets me know Spirit is telling me, which is a male spirit around you, is telling me that you are collecting information, but to keep silent right now. And I don't know why they're telling me to tell you to keep silent. So I think you're meant to like watch. I almost keep getting this image of the way a medicine man is, right? They don't speak. They watch and they listen. And so for me, this lets me know that what you're going to hear from the past, present, and future, because the fish are all going in different directions, is going to help you. So I feel you are meant to just keep silent, but keep aware, be aware and watch, but collect your information. What's happening to you naturally. And the fish energy comes up, which lets me know there is healing mentally, emotionally, but also physically. So I feel as you're healing emotionally and as you're seeing things that you're meant to see, that is what's going to heal you. So you are on a healing and a wisdom journey. You also got the World card. I love this because this lets me know that you are coming to an end and a new beginning is around you right now, and that you're protected. Okay, so anything that you feel unsure of, you are completely protected, you are connected, and it is about your balance in life and your freedom. So I feel that you should be confident on your path right now. But the main thing is what are you meant to learn from your freedom? What are you meant to gain from this freedom? Because you also have the Queen of Cups, which lets me know you're being prepared for this. Okay? And this has to do with a blonde female. I don't feel like this has to do with your past, but I do feel like this has to do with someone that's coming into play. So you are being prepared for an unexpected approach. You're not the seeker. Someone seeks you. There's a connection.
Oh,
Yes, that's what I get. You're being prepared for. And it's like, that's what it is. And look, you need to be bored. You need to be comfortable with boredom. And you need to sleep more than you ever have right now. This is the month to sleep as much as you can, because as soon as Beltane, as soon as May 1st comes, you're in a whole different energy. Your new beginning is starting. So don't think about things you cannot control. Give them away. As far as the male spirit that's connected to you right now, they're feeding you energy to put it into passions, the new you and what you'll enjoy. So that's that new beginning. You can do anything you want right now. And the other thing is career. So you got to think about something that you're meant to be doing. What could you do that could you could create a success, right? Whether that's Reiki, whether that's doing something, around, or what is that career?
It was, I think, kind of, I feel almost like I'm getting prepared and being guided towards kind of a PTSD support group sort of thing is kind of what's in my radar.
Perfect. And confidence comes with that. Confidence and understanding. So that's what you have to do. You have to understand yourself, gain the confidence in what you're meant to understand, and then share that knowledge in your journey as you are on your healing path and manifesting the new life that you want. So I believe your life is your teach. Is what you're meant to teach and share. And you should start a group right away.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Daryl. Nice to see you again.
Hi there. Good to see you too.
So you definitely are on this, on a path that you're supposed to be on. Your main big cards are divine cards. So you are doing the steps that you need to take to create the future that you want. But there is something that's keeping you up at night, and it seems as though maybe there's issues with sleep, or there's just something that's happening mentally that you're not able to get it to rest. And I think what the cards are showing me is that there might be a little bit of frustration because you're not used to being able to not stop it, if that makes any sense. Like it's frustrating because it's still happening, and you know the tools, and you know your PTS, you've got the training, you know the things that you need to do, but it's still not subsiding. And I think that's what the cards are showing me is that it's because right now they're wanting you to know that, to kind of lean into it, to not fight it, because you are going through a huge transformation process right now. I've got the Metamorphosis card, and it's kind of like your self is shedding your skin. It's like it's letting that old self go, all that old baggage that you were carrying, all that old stuff. It's going because you are moving into something that's fruitful, that's stable, that you're a leader, you're ambitious, you're a self-starter. And those are the tools and the things that you're going to carry into the future for you. But it seems like the big thing right now is that you're not sleeping. And so it's kind of like right now, stop resisting it. Instead, kind of prepare yourself for it, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Like keeping that positive mindset, even though you're tired the next day, know that keep doing the things you're doing, because eventually something's going to happen, and it's like one day you'll be outside, you're going to do something. I don't know if you like to be outside or being with nature, and you're going to have like a release of like whatever it is that's like, and I feel like the energy too around you is kind of holding you in that spot, because it's kind of like, diamonds, they got to have that pressure until it changes into something new. So it's just kind of really forcing you to kind of look mentally at where your mindset is. And even though maybe you're feeling like you're on a positive mindset, there's still something that is kind of hanging that's not fully come forward yet. And it will in due time. I feel like within, the next 30 days, you're going to feel something that's going to at least give you some bit of relief where you can kind of sleep and you can get that rest that you need, because that rest is important for you to move forward into this next part that's going in ahead for you. But it's, I'm getting a lot of swords. So I also feel like it's kind of, you gotta like cut that, like take the sword and just like, ooh, I don't know what it is about the past. And it's like almost, because you are done. Like there's new like things, like this is full of like it's being brought to you. So I, just kind of hang in there, know what's gonna happen, and just keep going on the path you're on, because you're doing good.
Well, thank you very much. Well, and I'm just kind of going through some, just the final settlement stage and working on a settlement for my divorce.
That's probably what it is.
And you know what else?
Looking.
Yeah.
When you were talking, all I kept getting was schedule. I think you need a schedule. I think that like I really get this message from Spirit while she was talking. Give yourself a schedule, just like a 30-day schedule, and also do a 30-day challenge. Create a 30-day challenge for yourself with a schedule, and you'll actually be able to put something together for yourself. There'll be some enlightenment. It'll take the pressure off, and you won't feel like you're just waiting for things to go that way so you can go that way.
To unfold, sort of.
Yeah, I feel like a schedule right now, if you put a schedule together on how you want to spend your days, it would be fulfilling for you.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Hey there, Daryl.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks. Great. Well, I did a rune cast here. It's quite interesting. It just split into two, the top and the bottom. And it kind of made it like your life feels like it's been split into two. There seems like there's a whole separate part that's operating, that's out of your control. I feel that's the past and the other, and your ex at this point. After hearing that as well too, I feel that it was showing a separate individual connected with you, but totally separate. You actually have like it's actually really good because it shows like lightness and dark, like sun and day. Okay, and it's almost as though you're on two different wavelengths, even though you're still hearing about stuff and still like, but it is separate, which it shows me that's a healthy thing. And then on your path that there was some strength and willpower and self-management and taking care of yourself and honoring what your feelings, and that it's moving towards what's going to bring security. It looks like here in about 2 to 3 months time is home, so solutions around the home. And so that's about July, and then around September you've got a real high energy stone that just carnelian, it came in. So by September you are really going to be like your spirit's on fire in a sense, like you were just naturally, like you're feeling really good, your energy is at a heightened state, and it's fitting you, so it's really good. It's like, it's like a candle that's lit, it's great, right? It's burning clean and the environment's good. So that separation does show that it's clean. It also shows that maybe that has to do with the time zones and stuff too, and that there's a certain time where things get quieter for you because that other time zone where the X is off and then yours is on. So when that time zone's out and asleep, there's going to be a difference for you on your mind, just because of those draw in the conversation.
That's so
interesting. You may pick up on it, the intuitive of it. So, but it is really separate. that's the thing. It shows me that you are like protected in it, and I actually feel very good about the choices that you made here. You do get the Ace of Cups, showing that this is about honoring your feelings. And there is some things to sort out. The Seven of Wands here, but you are working towards a destined path. That there is destined things that you leave, like a legacy in your life that you are on the path to create. You have a personal mission. You received as your totem the wolf. So the guardian, that's showing that you are safe and you're protected. So you really are in your wolf's den right now. You've got your own space, and your guardian angel was the guardian angel of reconciliation. And it was showing that it says, to say, let go and be fully reconciled with what I have left behind. And that's the angel that's around you, allowing you to let that go. That change, the divide is very clear and looks really healthy. The other thing is, it does show here for your final ruin was Jera, which is a year, so year cycle. So it just was, the impression I got was for you to personally look at what you see as a year cycle. So maybe when you moved into the new location, or from that point, from when you feel that the change was made for you, there's a year cycle from that decision, and within that year, all the changes that you're looking for are going to be fulfilled. They are lined up. So you're kind of on the ride right now as things come into place. But just stay true to you. Just follow where your energy is and your passion.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
No problem.
I'm so excited.
Hello again, Daryl, and you should be excited because they look good. Like, there's not a bad card here. I mean, there's some healing cards, and that can be kind of yucky sometimes, but it's necessary to move forward, right? So
yes, I need the healing, so that's why I came here.
Yeah, but other than coming here and us telling you, like, you gotta do the legwork too. You know what I mean? You gotta get through the icky bits. Like, I feel like there's a lot that you're still processing from your relationship. And like I said, I see you looking forward, and I see you looking for your community and next steps and stuff like that. Again, take the time to process the relationship from all sides. I feel like maybe it was unbalanced, like someone took, like, either for granted or took more than they should, like give an inch, take a mile kind of thing. And I don't know which one. It might have been you. I can't tell, but just like I said, kind of no.
No. I ended up leaving, and there was a reason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, reconcile that reason and take, because obviously there would have been good in that relationship. Take those parts to your next relationship, but leave the rest behind, for sure.
Okay.
Because at this point in your life, you know what you want, what you don't want, so be firm in that when you go into your next relationship. Because whether there is one or not right now, I firmly feel that it's coming. Be open to it.
Nice to know that.
Yeah, be open to it for sure. But again, heal, work on your purpose, your passion. And I do see prosperous times coming for you, both in life and financially. I feel like things are going to get settled. It's going to be okay. But really try to let go of some unnecessary worries related to that and really focus on your healing, because you still need to move forward. It's in the past. Yes, it's still processing. Yes, it's still happening, but the path forward is more important than what has happened. In regards to healing too, my cards seem to suggest drumming would be good. I happen to know that East Coast Mystic does a bit of drumming, and I felt the energy there before. She did a healing on a friend of mine when we went up to visit. Boy, I tell you, there's nothing like that. So,
well, actually, I've been meaning to talk to East Coast Mystic about the drum making class in June 4th.
Okay, that's what it is with drums. So do that. That's a hard yes. Make a drum and get some healing while you're there. That's a yes.
Hey.
Yeah.
New Moon's drumming, we do 2 starting May, all through the summer. So you'll have to come to one.
Yes, close by.
Before you go, before we let you go, I wanted to pull a card on your actual court divorce and see what you get for cards. Psychic abilities.
Okay.
So your intuitive pathways are connected to it. You can trust that your higher self knows what you need and want, as well as your willpower. So your willpower is holding the strength So your willpower is important, and your spirit guide will be there all along the way. So whatever energy you need, you'll have. So I would just trust the process and enjoy your new beginning.
Well, thank you so much. It just leaves me very excited. But yeah, no, it's nice to hear all these things, and it's everything I could hope for. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming tonight. Okay,
Yes.
Tabitha, we're gonna go with you tonight. Unmute. Let's see what you want to know. Welcome. Hello. Oh, your mic isn't working. Okay, so 1, 2, or 3. Do you, for number 1, do you just a jump? There we go. You already know it. Okay, so Tab wants to. Tab's ready for a general read. Okay, let's see what we have for you. So I'll go first. Oh my gosh, look at this card. Oh my gosh. This card to me reminds me of the Tower. But to me, because it's a soul card, this lets me know that the spirit is guiding you to walk off the path. Okay, which means I love this card because it lets me know that spirit has guided you, has helped you create a solid foundation, and you're meant to jump off and trust your path. So I love this. And it also lets me know, because you have that, your channel, you're like as above, so below. You're creating your channel, but there is energy dispersing. And that's what this stuff is. So that would make sense with some of that residue that's coming up right now. But look, you're totally protected. So to me, this lets me know like you're moving to a path that you haven't walked yet. And it is wonderful because the path beside it, look at that. It's just like the sky. So you're walking the path of the spirit. As above, so below. I love it. Okay, let's see what else I get there. So right now, don't focus on the past, deal with the stuff. Right now you have to keep busy, and it is going to be a non-stop flow. This shows me that new people are approaching, and it also lets me know ideas, but you are meant to build something. So whatever all of this energy is coming, there's a direction that you have to put it to. Where do you want this to go? And I feel like it has to do with a tangible result that you and your partner are meant to manifest. So there is something that he should be creating and focusing on, and it has to do with the next 7 months. So I don't know what that is. Okay? But it does have to do with money, and it does have to do with family money. And the other thing that comes up is the Page of Swords. So lots of unexpected things. And you're actually meant to feel comfortable with this because you can trust your abilities and your power and your strength, but you are meant to experience lots of unexpected situations that have to do with other people and moving you forward. I definitely feel like air and birds are your symbol. I don't think that's anything new, but they're very active around you. So when you get a whole group, a flock, that is a direct message that you're being prepared for something unexpected to come your way. It will have to be a decision. It does have to do with your career and money. That's how your intuition is working right now. And this is coming up. So that to me is the second location. But it also has to do with something that is manifesting. You're on a 2-year path that is manifesting right now. As far as the spirits that are around you, it does show a personal spirit guide. So your spirit guide is active, and it's all about wealth, joy, and falling into it, which I love. So it's like stacking your chips for something. That's what I get for you. What are they guiding you towards right now? They're keeping you protected. You really have to watch your boundaries. That's the first card came up, and that kind of makes sense right now. But why do you have to watch your boundaries? Because all your dreams are coming true. You're actually living it, and people are seeing that. So your dreams are in power. Nobody else's that can get in your way. So that's what I see. I see great energy around you, and it is all about talent. So the people approaching you, make sure that you believe in their talent as well. Okay? That's kind of the boundary thing. Right? And those are the people that I feel that you're meant to work with. You'll recognize their talent. If you don't, you'll know. Your intuition will be like, like mine. That's what I get for you.
Hello. Okay, so for you, the energy is very heavy. I'm feeling picking up right now, and like there's something that a massive change that happened, like a transformation, like an ending and a new beginning recently, and you're not happy with the results. It's like, you know, you did good, but there's still something missing. You're just kind of not, it didn't turn out the way you wanted, and I feel like you're not trusting your intuition about it. It's like what it's showing me is that you're still focused on what happened, and your partner, because he's strong in their reading, is like looking the other direction, and there's almost some sort of, it's kind of like you're not, like you're both looking opposite directions, but he has a clear idea of what the future, like what that long-term path could be, and it's almost like he's got it, and he's got the seed for it, I guess you could say. But it's like your magic that's gonna like make it blossom. So it's like you kind of both have to kind of turn around and kind of focus on it together and work at it together, because there's something about truth, and I just keep hearing truth, and I don't know why I'm hearing truth, but it's like for you it's just like truth. And when you hear it, it's gonna kind of release this like looking in the past, and you're going to focus on the future, because I've got the 10 of Cups for you as your outcome card. Like there's so much, like Spirit has got it all here for you, and it's ready, and it's like gonna happen, or could happen. But because it's not, like I also see the 10 of Cups as kind of the one that you have to connect to, right? So I think that, you know, the cards are showing me right now that you've got the storm fields, you're kind of in the middle of the storm fields, but I also see this as though like the storm clears, so you are on like the brink of all of this like energy, because that, like the storm card is kind of how I feel the energy around you right now. It's kind of just really like, I don't know, it's making me sweat. So I'm like split a full sweat right now. But I just like, I keep feeling also like Spirit wants you to connect to yourself and your intuition and the divine like goddess in you. Like you are guided, you know you're guided, and you just aren't trusting it. And there's something about your inner truth that's connected in with that. So I don't know, I see beautiful things for you, but just try and like kind of maybe recalibrate something internal so that you both are kind of working in the same path, because I feel like once you both are in alignment and you both have that like kind of same vision or same seed. Doesn't have to be the same steps in the same direction. I feel like it just has to be the same kind of idea. It'll take you to some beautiful places. I think you guys are going to have an amazing future. So yeah.
I have to butt in. Oh my gosh. I totally feel like, do you think she was channeling and connecting to, I kept getting your mother-in-law. And I kept seeing like her children. Something to do with the sister. Is that true right now? I feel like her message, I would re-listen to her message and go there, because I felt the whole time she was talking, I kept seeing your mother-in-law and the heaviness of her, seeing the truth. You're the intuitive one. It also lets me know that when she was talking about your goddess divine, to do the intuition work or the spirit work or the spell work for justice for her and the situation, so that you can feed it. Oh my gosh, you got the justice card. So that you can deal with the energy spiritually while your partner deals with it his way. And that will fix.
I'm sweating so bad. East Coast Mystic, like it's.
Then that has to do not only with the woman that just passed, but maybe the father. Would a father energy be around? Because she's burning up. Which means, is his father passed too? So they both know. So now mom and dad are dealing with a situation from the other side. Whoa, I got goosebumps everywhere. Oh, now I'm getting hot. Wow, it definitely has to do with her. So I wonder what you need to do spiritually, but I would definitely do it because they're asking you to. And it might be spell work or whatever it is to release it or to break it. But there's some kind of illusion and delusion or something that you have to break from that energy of her. Okay, sorry, Brett, or sorry, Moonshine.
It's all good. All right, hello, Tabitha. Okay, well, I casted the runes here and got something kind of unique here. It's a perfectly lined up straight line was part of it. Perfectly lined up. And at first it looks that's perfectly lined up. So it kind of shows you've got, things lined up, but there is a cycle, there's a pattern in it. And it seems as though every 4 months there is something that needs, like financial maintenance. It's a returning, and at the 4-month mark, so there's like, it's going good, and then at 4 months there's something, and then it's going good, and then 4 months there's something, and just challenges that come in. But it's more than that. It doesn't have to do with even mismanagement of money, or it's not about that. It's not about money flow as much. It's more about like something comes up to get your attention, but it comes in the form of a money situation of some sort to get your attention. However, what you have lined up shows me that what you're doing is very good, and that it is building on itself and building momentum, and that these challenges are natural parts of what you're doing. And to know that when those things hit, that's a challenge. It's okay, you just do it. Sometimes those things hit, they're unexpected. It's a natural part of business and life, and then boom, you take it, and then you're good, and it rolls forward. You got like a 3-month cycle, and then a challenge comes in, and you're like, okay, and you deal with it, and then it goes and it keeps going. So even though that's good and that is on a successful path, it does show that there is a change that's just being made, and starting here like in a month that you've started a new pattern cycle, and it's going with the flow. So the other ones have been like conflict challenges, and then this one is more like you're in the flow. So you've passed going through that, and that's going to take you further and take you on a new, smoother ride. It does show that there was something that had happened here in the past, something unexpected, and I think that might be tying in with something that happened. You and your partner know about it, and it just could have been like shocking news or a change or something. There is an Ace of Pentacles around you, so there is a financial key to this, and you also have it on your north part, your north point on your reading. So there is, it's like there's money there, but it's how to use it and when to use it and what the choice is for it. And I think that's where this new changes, because you've got the white halite, which is eyes of spirituality. That means you got good pure sight. What you're seeing is right. You're on the right path. This is just the physical world catching up with where you're going. You also have the guardian angel freedom. So that means that everything around you is supported for you to have your freedom, for you to have your creativity flow. And the key message in that is to follow your love. To follow your love. Okay, so when you get to these new decisions, you've done a lot of decisions for business and for work lined up, doing very well. And these challenges that come, you're conquering, you're getting through them, but you've made a shift. And now you're going more into the flow and more into following your love and more into listening. You're going to find that all that other hard work and stuff you've done would start to take care of itself more. And you're going to be just following those feelings, and everything else will start to align. So it's really cool. You got your totem animal is antelope. Okay, and that's saying you just make a decision, take the appropriate action. So once you feel it and you know it, and it's agreed upon, it's go time. And so that's exciting, because it does show that this is all a positive thing and you're very lined up. So just kind of keep going on that path. You're doing great.
Hello, Miss Tabitha. It's been a while. I'm excited to see you here tonight. I feel like you're here because you're stressed. Like, I feel really anxious. I feel like you're just kind of all over the place trying to decide what's best for this, that, and the other thing. At this time, just really lean on your community that you've built of wonderful, fabulous people that you have around you. Lean on your core group for support, and they will help lift you up and keep you where you need to be. Because like Mystic Gypsy said, she got the 10 of cups, I got the 9 of cups. So like, you're so close. Like, there's just a little bit missing, and I feel like it's driving you fucking nuts is what it is, because I know you. So this is part intuition and part that I fucking know you. But calm down, drink some tea, hold some amethyst, smoke some pot, something. Calm down a little bit. I don't know if that's your thing, but hey, give it a try. But really just relax and focus on your own wellness, because I feel like emotions are high in every aspect right now, business, life, dealing with your partner and loss and stuff like that. So you provide so much wellness for others. Really take some of that back for yourself and lean on the practitioners that you have around you too. Like, hey, well, I need a session, like clear some of it out, right? Lean on the people around you and focus on your wellness. And I feel like right now you're almost going through like awakening 2.0. Like, you thought you were done with this shit, but now it's coming up again. Go with it. You know what you're doing. Lean into it. Figure out why you're going through it again. Maybe what you missed the first time. Instead of, like I said, trying to teach others and get others on their wellness journey, take that journey truthfully for yourself too. Really practice what you preach and take care of yourself first. So nice to see you. I'll see you on Saturday.
Can I ask something? Do you have someone on the other side named Paul? You do? It had been bothering me all day today.
Who's Paul?
I just don't know. It's been bothering me today. And while Moonshine was talking and Misfit, like, it's like, Paul. Okay, because I pulled a card on it, and Spirit of Place is, so he's with you guys in spirit.
Look, I got friendship when I just pulled a card on it. And I just read my hubby's friend. He committed suicide.
So maybe let him know.
He's around.
He's around him. Yeah.
You.
But he
This is
wants
a
to say
this
hi.
is this is a month of awakening. You might have to release him.
Ooh.
You might need
Yes.
to burn some releasing
hot.
herbs so that he can cross. There must be some kind of date in April. It must be a portal of power.
I felt mental health with that as well, though.
Wow.
Because when it first came to me, I was talking about mental health. So, yeah, I don't know, but he says hi.
Coming up 10 years. Wow. I would burn some herbs for him, or a white candle for sure. You say, Paul, this is for you. Give him some light. That's amazing. Good for you. That's why you were hot. Paul was coming over. That's
He's not
amazing.
even stuck? Okay, anyway.
Yeah, release him then. Let's do Mary Donna. So wait, before we do, let me just stop. Mary, I'm sorry. Let's see, Paul message. Peace. So no, he may still be here, but I don't feel like maybe he's stuck, because that does happen to people that do take their life, but I don't feel like he's stuck in stuck in a situation. The peace card came up, which means that, if it's been 10 years, he has been around in the earth plane and he's at peace and ready to go. So maybe he's seen enough and he's ready to go to the other side. I love that just happened. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. So I would release him and light him a candle and say thanks for being a friend. Okay, Mary, it's your turn.
Hello.
How are you? What would you like to know? You get to choose. What do you want to choose?
Just this trajectory that I'm on before I get to the ceremony, just kind of how that's playing out. And I'm so sorry, Moonshine. I did not know you were preparing for today as well. I would never have disturbed you. Otherwise, I really apologize for that. Okay.
I heard you came by. I'm sorry I didn't message you yet. It's been a crazy day.
You never would disturb me, Mary Donna.
No,
It's good to see you.
never, ever. Never,
Thank you.
ever. Okay, so let's see what we
yeah,
get
so
for
just
you.
how am I doing on that whole track?
Okay, let's see what your
Hi,
path
Tabitha.
is up to that. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I love this card for you. I'm getting super hot. Okay, so to me, this card, the first thing I keep getting, I'm sorry, I know you want a message, but I just keep getting your father.
Okay.
I feel very connected right now to you. And I feel that April is a time of power for him. And he is connected to you.
April.
What? His birthday?
Actually, his birthday would have but I believe April 10th.
Yesterday? Wow.
Yeah.
Look at this card. He's holding your hand. And he's protecting you. And he's part of your channel. I love this card because I'm getting so much information. One thing is that you're like a joyful spirit to him. And I get that. I'm getting this message that he remembers every single thing, every single day that he has spent with you. And I keep getting flashes. He's showing me flashes of you. Did you guys travel? Did you go somewhere? Then does he have a special whistle or a sound that he makes that has to do with a bird or an animal?
I don't know if he was a whistler, but something about that is ringing to me.
It's almost like he had
I used to take him
or something.
Yeah, almost like a farm whistle.
Because he keeps
Like a
telling me, I keep getting the message that he's connected to you, and that
Okay.
whenever you have memories, it's him around. And a
Okay.
bird and a bird whistle, and he's laughing about a bird making a sound with all your ducks. So I don't know if
Yeah.
can you hear birds around your ducks? Like,
Oh yeah, the crows and the little starlings, they love the ducks.
it's a
They
little
all come
whistling. It's
and-
a little whistling bird,
yeah.
and he keeps coming
Yeah.
back. That's a sign that
Yeah,
your
they do.
father
They
is
come back.
around.
Okay.
You'll
like
hear
that.
it.
Because Dad would come over and he would hear the ducks sometimes.
And
But I used to
do
take him to his reunions,
Oh my gosh.
like his Air Force reunions, because I was the only one young enough to kind of go with him.
Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
whenever you get memories, that's
Mm.
him. And I also get that this connection is not just his connection to you, but he is connected to people on the other side. And I do
Okay.
see that he is with someone he loves. He is holding hands with them. And I also get that he is with a group of family. Okay, so I don't know how
Yeah.
big the family is, but there's like 8. There's like a group of 8 around you that is so protecting. So I do feel
Okay.
that your message is that you are protected, and that it's important for you to not give so much of yourself where you don't need
Okay.
to. Keep your
Okay.
balance, because as soon as you give too much of yourself, chaos comes up.
Yeah.
That's a sign.
Yep.
You cross your boundary. And look at the family harmony. So this shows me that you have, there may be some past life stuff that comes up, but mainly the memories. This does represent,
Okay.
right? Whenever you get a memory of your life, he's there. So say thanks, Dad, or hi,
Okay.
Dad.
Oh, okay.
And then I get the Queen of Cups. So I do need to do a message about her. I want to see what the Queen of Cups represents for you and why she's showing up. Death. So it is a female that loves you very much, that is with him, and guiding you.
Yeah, probably my mom.
And
Yeah.
you have mediumship abilities because of her.
Mm-hmm.
She could feel the power of the spirit. That's what I hear.
Yep. In all the Baptist ways.
Oh my
I
God!
know.
Ah, I got goosebumps. She's the Baptist. The power of spirit.
Yep.
Oh my God. I love that. Wow. Well, she was powerful and very loving. And she didn't like darkness and evil. And you actually have that energy. You know darkness and evil. So your mom is like your mom. Look at that. And she's been around for so long. And she does take care of you. But you have her mediumship abilities. So you do sense darkness. It is part of your ability right now. And it is to protect you.
Okay.
And from taking too much on. I don't see anything negative. I see the 10 of Cups, which means that your life is actually perfect right now. The only thing that would get in your way is other people's energy. And this shows me enjoy your days. You created the life to enjoy your days and add what you want to it. So I get great energy around. Now, as far as your dad, he is so happy. He got the happiness card. So I feel like he gets to feel the love that he's been wanting for so long. And he's fulfilled. And I keep getting that he is still grieving his life with his family. So that's why the memories come up. And I also feel like this card also lets me know that you are protected from anything, past, present, and future. That he's not going to allow you to have anything that you're grieving about.
Okay.
And I feel like that's kind of a deeper thing. So I think I think that your family, your parents know what's happened, and they heal you
Okay.
at night through your dreams.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that. How wild that she is so powerful right now. So they came together. So every April, light a candle at Easter time
Okay.
in honor of
Okay.
them, because that's when they're coming. That's when they come. Easter, for some reason. Well, the
Okay.
10th you said was your dad's birthday. Strength, that's your
Right.
time. Your time of power. So let your parents know what you want.
Is Easter.
I think they come and go all the time, but I just feel like this is it. Like, if this was his birthday yesterday and they're both together,
Yeah.
light a candle for
Yeah.
him for his birthday, and then let him know
Okay.
what you wish. Let him know what you need.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's so cool. I love your mom, actually. I like her energy. So you go anywhere creepy, you call your mom.
Right?
Yeah, I sure would. That's cool.
Hello, Mary.
Hello.
Okay, so for you, I have some very strong cards, but there's also, the first thing I want to mention is you have the 9 of Cups, which is like the wish card, and that's like dead center for you. So right now is a really important time to just like, tonight before you go to bed, like take that time and just like send that wish out there, and you know, just give it out right straight from your heart. Because for you, what I'm seeing in the cards is that you have like, you've got this like determination and this willpower to do these things that you want to do, and you just kind of want to get them done. But there's a little bit of a process, and it's like you're not knowing where your boundary, like East Coast Mystic was saying, you know, it's like knowing that boundary of where you end and where someone else begins. Because I have so many boundary cards here for you, and it's really just about, sometimes it's even just about creating the space within our own home, our own environments, and just so that we can mentally have that like clearness to go forward and make those decisions that you want for your career path and stuff. Because I do see you are on a career path that you're starting on a career path that you're supposed to be. And you kind of put it out there and it's coming back to you, and the universe is bringing it, and there is some sort of agreement or learnings that you're going to be doing, that you are doing, that's going to affect it. But there is something that is going to come up for you that you're just not seeing. And it's not because you're not seeing it, it's because it's meant to shake you up on your path. Like it's not because you're not seeing or doing something. It's like you're ready for it, but it's just gonna kind of shake shit up. And like kind of make you look like, what do I really want? Like, is this the path that I really truly want? Or is it a reflection of what I think I should want?
Right.
Wow, that is powerful.
Yeah. And it's like strong, and I feel that strong male energy coming from that. So I feel like, and it's kind of crunching my heart a bit, literally. So it's like, I feel like that's from your dad. And he just, like, you really need to like, just kind of get to that source of like what it is that you want, not what you feel like everyone else wants you to want, because you are at the end of a release. Like you're starting something new. There's like so much new energy, and this shaking up is just to clear the path for you. It's divinely put there. It's just to clear shit up so you can continue on and do and follow and be guided, because he is with you. He's like that white horse kind of, right? That's carrying you through. So I also, before I go, want to mention that I don't know if you like Mother Nature and you're an outside person or not, but I keep feeling
I love my garden.
Okay, that's so, because I kept feeling garden. Create this like space in your garden for you to connect to. Like a specific little spot. I don't know if to put it like a bench there or if it's the same spot you can sit and you're meditating and connecting and sitting kind of in that silence and figuring it out, because that's where you're going to figure this stuff out. And it's really going to, because it's like literally sacred space, and she's just kind of sitting there like absorbing Mother Nature and letting the, put your guidance out there and see what spirit animals come around from you, butterflies, bees, birds, does the wind blow when you ask a question, like figure out, kind of connect to Mother Nature, and she's really gonna like give you the guidance I think that you're looking for.
Yeah.
Really exciting for you.
I love that.
That's really neat.
Vision quest. Practice your vision. Get prepared
right?
for your vision quest in the
6 times now.
backyard.
Did he tell you? It's come up 5 times in the cards.
Wow. This is a year. It's happening.
Waiting for warmer weather.
It's coming. That's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, well, I did some ruins, and there definitely is a new, a continued flow. It's as though it shows a big picture of you heading out on your own really many years ago, and being independent and self-made, and that you asking for answers and being on a spiritual path and receiving answers and building, and really like being a warrior, and discovering new boundaries, and people and relationships, and community, and your business, and shows a whole path of self growth and personal success in what you've done, and that now you're there, achieved this level, and it's almost as though it's like a long time ago you had 3 steps in your mind and what time that might take approximately, and it's like now you've got 2 of the steps completed, and there's maybe a 3rd, and you've almost like, what was that? But there's still something in your consciousness that you want to do, and this is showing that this is probably what's coming for you to discover, and that there is going to be blessings and guidance and financial backing. However, it's more triggered after your discovery. It shows here that right now it's like a standstill. So the ruin of Isa, and that's like a still point. But that's not a bad thing. That still point is where you have realization. The still point is where something pops in, or you see, or you receive communication, or a divine idea, or you be spoken to by some connection, whether it's a family member or a guide, but something of an experience that comes to you in a still point, or even in a meditation or dreams. But I think that this is an opening experience for you, and it does show here for the future, to have something to, when you find something like a sign, it's almost like you find like a stick, and it seems so ordinary.
Right.
In essence, it's not even really flashy or something, but there's something about the stick that you discover that you connect with it, and there's either a power in it, or there's holding it, there's a communication you receive, or a protection, but it helps, this stick somehow helps you beat a challenge.
Okay.
And it's through a realization, but there is power in the actual stick that you
in
find.
whatever object that I'm attracted to. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like an event of some sort that happens for you. So when you'll know when it's happening, and you receive the spiritual stone as well too. It's a spiritual sight. So something along the lines of seeing something. It does show here that there is a lot of angelic care around you. So there is a real nurturing to you, a real comforting of the angelic realm around you. So you can really let yourself feel that. And just be open to that experience, to experience more than you ever have. And also that for you, I think a big part is coming here with your spirit guide. Your totem is a cougar, which is the confidence. Okay?
I love it.
Yeah. And it's a take charge attitude, all right? So, and freedom. So really, I feel that through this, even though there's a lot of dynamic things that you've done, that you're actually coming to the point of some more wholeness for your own self and your personal self-discovery within this. It's going to give you just energy and openness, and that there is going to be some new things that come to you, new paths that come to you, that are going to create the next phase of what you want in your life. Or, you know, up until you're 75 or something, you know, it's gonna open up the way you see the way you want to live. And it looks exciting. So, you know, enjoy the realizations.
Right on. Will do.
Yeah, I think you're getting prepared for a new dimension. And I really get that that's something that's going to open you up. So the visual, the realm, that's an awesome connection I see you being prepared for. Like, what realm do you enter in that ceremony?
Yeah. And which ceremony?
Hello, Mary Donna. There's lots going on for you right now. I can see card after card, and I'm like, okay, let's just keep going and see where we end up. So, not bad, but it's a lot. I feel like you're always kind of going in many different directions at once. But what I see here in the cards is like they've all said before me, your ancestor, like your family, the ones that have, you know, already passed, they're still here. They're so proud. Family, I feel like your family unit was family's very important, very central, very, you know what I mean? Everyone keeps an eye on each other. Or if they didn't, they're getting better at that now.
Right.
But
they didn't
I feel
before,
yeah, so now it's important. So they're all kind of in spirit rallying around you. They're proud. They want to validate that they do see what you're doing. They recognize the steps that you've taken, and I do feel like they are very proud of you. I feel like you're always kind of searching for the next piece of the puzzle, like what's gonna, you know, fit here. And I feel like a lot of it's emotional, spiritual, like you're really seeking something within. So again, they want to recognize that. I feel like, but like I said, it's always a lot, and maybe you're not focusing on the right parts of the journey. Like, yeah, there's probably been some spilled milk along the way, but like there's still so much positive, right? So just make sure that your perspective is in line with where you want to go and maybe not where you've been. And really focus on balance through tough times. Like I said, even though it's, you know, a lot up and down all around, just balance is really what I feel like you're going for. So stay strong in your faith, whether it's God, whether it's universe, spirit, whatever it is, stick strong in that. Follow your passion and purpose, and let yourself feel all of your emotions along the path, good, bad, ugly. Feel them all, process them all, analyze them all if you have to, figure out why. But really do let yourself feel all of your emotions, especially during whatever like ceremony you're doing. Just really welcome the emotions, good, bad, or ugly, because they've got to come through, they've got to process. It's scary, it is, right? But that's why you're doing it, right? So feel all the emotions and really lean into your unconventionality. I feel like you're quirky, you're different, you're always going to do what you're going to do, and don't ever dim your light for anybody. Always lean into that. But yeah, really transformative times. Sit with yourself, trust your intuition, because like you're getting guidance from us, you know, you're tight with East Coast Mystic and Moonshine, that's great, but also seek your guidance as well as ours. Meditate more. I feel like silent stillness, I feel like maybe that's something you don't allow yourself time for, but really take that time to sit, meditate with your intuition. Like I said, relax in nature, or just make a little space, make a little time for yourself, just make it happen. Relaxing is big too. I'll give you the same information I gave Tab. Just relax a little bit, drink some tea, hold some amethyst, smoke some pot if that's your thing. Just really relax and lean into the journey, and maybe let go of some of the unnecessary worries.
Stop being an overthinker.
It's hard to feel that.
You know, the struggle is real.
But I totally agree with what Misfit said, because she was picking up on your ability to feel energies. And I feel like your psychic abilities want to connect more with the space. Just like Mystic Gypsy was saying about that sacred space, whether it's indoor or outdoor, I feel like that wants to open your psychic feelings, and there is going to be healing and opening from that, but it's not scary. It's all about enlightenment. So I feel that feel like when you go into places, feel the presence of the place, feel the people. Like, you know, I know you already feel people, but I feel like this is about the presence of where you are. Every place you are, you're there. You're there for a reason, and it is for you, not for you to give, even when you're at work. So I do feel like there is that psychic opening, and I want to pull a card just on that because it's really strong. Spirit guide! And with your mom being a feeler, right? And I think that she is activating your mediumship abilities, you know? You know, people have ideals of what they believe here, but once they're in the spirit world, you know, they're there.
Exactly, because that would have been actively discouraged.
No way.
There's no way that would have flown.
No, well, she's flying right now. Yeah. You're not. She is, and she knows it. And she's talking to us, right? And that's not something she believed in, but she is around.
No.
Right? So she is in her spirit. And she recognizes your spirit. And when when they're in spirit, they don't hold judgments. They don't hold their belief systems. We can sense it. But she is her spirit. Right? And everything that is not of that is shedded. So I do believe in her power. I believe in her power as a Baptist. I believe that she is able to recognize evil, and that's what she was passionate about, was the power of God and that. And she also protects you from negativity. So when you do experience something that's negative with someone, mentally just say, Mom, show me you're around and change this, and see what she does.
I will.
I'm serious. I want you to. I think that's so cool.
No, I do.
Okay, so let's do a card about your mom and her religious or spiritual power, truth. Right?
Yeah.
She sees that you stand in your truth, and that is spiritual power. So work with her, but get rid of the ideals of what we perceive that to be.
The repression of before,
Because she ain't no repression. She's like flying around.
Right.
Because
she was before.
She is the power to purify for you. Right? Seriously, all of a sudden, you know, you look at them and their forehead has this ash or cross or shine, right? Like, so let your mom be the miracle worker that she wanted to be for you.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
Right on.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, and I will see you guys next month.
Perfect. Awesome. Can't wait to hear what happens.
Yes. I'll let you know, and I'll message you before I go trotting off into the woods too.
Right on. Yeah, you do that. Okay, take care. So we're gonna let everyone go. We have a couple people that couldn't make it, so we're just going to bye. Take care.
Thanks.
So we'll just do those readings now. So we need to do. Who did you want to start with?
But we have Tammy still.
Yes, you did Tammy.
No, you look
back. We did Tammy.
You did me. I've just been hanging around and kept listening in, and
that's awesome.
The rest of the evening, reconnecting again.
Staring at her.
Yeah, no, I turned off, and I've just been sitting back and listening.
Good.
It all
well,
in.
you're welcome to do that, of course.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate all of your time this evening and everything that you give back to each of us who have been here tonight. I appreciate it. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful evening.
You too.
I'm going to carry your messages with me as I go home to celebrate my brother's life. So thank you for that.
Yes, do that. Oh, blessings to
Alrighty.
you, beautiful. Thanks for joining.
Thanks so much. Alrighty.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow, what a night. We're not finished though. Okay, so let's do Patrick. Okay, because he did pay for a ticket. So we're going to do a general read for him and see what comes up. So I'll start first for Patrick and see what comes. Oh my gosh, look at this. So this is a spirit card I get for Patrick. And this is interesting because look at that female spirit there with all the heads. Look at that. So I do feel like there's more than one spiritual presence around. But I also get that this also represents people getting into his head. So for me, there is wisdom and guidance around. And I feel like the wisdom and guidance wants to activate by helping and sticking up for him in some way. So whether it's like maybe he is hearing things from advice or things from other people that are getting in his way, but I feel like his guidance is starting to kick in and wants to stick up for him and give him advice about what he's dealing with. So to me, his spirit guide, the strongest spirit around him is female. And I do feel like you are, Patrick, in a healing mode. You have the Ace of Cups. So to me, this is something coming to an end and a new beginning coming. And this also has to do with things that you want. And I do feel like you're able to make the choices on what you really want, but now it's taking it further. Here's the Three of Cups. So this represents things that you're meant to celebrate. There's three good things. There's also people. So I'm getting people in all of your cards. So social, don't lock yourself up. Make sure you're doing things. But you are still focusing on anxiety that you shouldn't be. So that's what you're fighting. And getting more sleep is going to give you more chemical balance. And I feel like that's what you're dealing with, is chemical balance within your mind. And I think sleeping will break it free. Maybe give yourself one day a week where you have a nap. Because the chit chat only happens when you're listening to too much outside of yourself. And I feel like that is a switch to what you're used to. I feel like you already gained control over any inside negativity, and now you're dealing with outside negativity. And that outside negativity and the strength that you're using to deal with things in the way that you want to is clearing your path from the things that aren't right. So honor your feelings. This card is amazing because it lets me know that your difficulties have been purified. So you are experiencing enlightenment and advice on the things that are difficult. I also get a lot of energy about finances. You have the King of Pentacles, which means you have to focus on your finances, but also create a security with it. Like, what are your finances meant to create for you? So I do feel like there is like a self-entrepreneurial spirit around you on the side to keep you busy and to connect you with people. And that's what I get. Maybe consider, what is it that you would do if you had the financial freedom to do what you want? What is it that you would really want to do? as far as the guidance and that female around, oh my gosh, I got career. So she is focusing on life and your career, what you're meant to be doing. Lighten your load. So I do feel like, you know, seeking something more fulfilling or starting something would be fun. And maybe it's all online, maybe it's in person. That's what you have to figure out. Where are you going to be most comfortable, where you can create and connect and not self-sabotage yourself and pull away. So that's what I get, is focus on your finances and your career. Everything else will come into play.
Okay, so for Patrick, I mean, the first card is the Hermit. So you've got your spirit guide is, you know, your spirit guide is guiding you on this path. And the rest of your cards are actually all major arcana. So like spirit energy and spirit guide energy is very, like, it's surrounding you. It's embodying all of the movement that you're going, that and giving you that strength to move forward. But I also am seeing here that, you know, when East Coast Mystic was talking about what others are saying, I actually lost my hearing in my right ear. Like it went silent. So it's like mentally blocking out what other people are saying and not accepting it into your heart, because kind of just like letting it wash off, almost as if you've got earplugs in and you can't hear it, and you just, you know, don't give a crap, because they're not you. You are on your own authentic path. You are on to a path that has it's like you're starting to enter this phase of your life where your dreams are going to start coming, like something that you really wanted in your heart is going to start to come to fulfillment. But you have to stop like letting your mind affect how that's playing out, because spirit knows timeline, right? Like as much as we want it to go at a certain pace or a certain way, we can't control that it's a certain extent. Like this path you're on right now, spirit is doing its own timeline. So don't rush it, even though it feels, you know, maybe brings a little bit of anxiety and it's not moving as fast. But those are self-limitations, right? And so the big card that is the big obstacle that I'm seeing here for you is the Devil card. So that's not bad. It's just your mind, like your your fears, your limitations, all these things that you're holding and connecting to yourself are really, you know, just they're useless. They're negative. You don't need them. Get rid of them. Let them go. And I also, before I go, am seeing in here, I've got the Sun card. So I feel it's really telling me that you need to get more sunlight. You need to get outside, get some vitamin D, and just, even if it's like sitting in the sun for a few minutes in the morning, or going for a walk, or standing in the window and letting the sun hit you, do something like that every day, if you can, if the sun's out, because it's gonna really heal you. It's gonna connect you. So I do see beautiful things, but just beware of your mind, which, you know, we all battle with that. And know that you're not alone. Your spirit guide is there with you. So just ask for some guidance and they'll be there.
You know, that's pretty interesting that you were telling him to go outside, because I also, while you were saying that, I got that it's important for him to have his routine where he lives, so that people do recognize him, so that he is someone that they know lives in that area, and because they've seen him a few times, it is going to open up more acquaintances or meeting people, even if it's in the lineup at the mall getting food. So I definitely see that he needs to embrace his area, walk his area, do a street every different day, or go visit each place and check it out. And the community of him being in the community, people will start to recognize and see him. And I think that's going to open up communication, but also opportunities, but being more self-fulfilled in your daily life. That's just what I feel. That's what I got off of what Mystic Gypsy was saying about getting out there in your area.
That's great. And hey there, Patrick. Got some runes here for you. So it looks good. You know, it looks like they're, just to get the challenge out of the way here first, you have Thor. Now, Thor is to overcome all obstacles. So when Thor appears, it means that it doesn't matter what the obstacle is. It could be seem like the most impossible thing in the world, it would never change. That's exactly when Thor shows up, is to be able to overcome any obstacle. Okay? And it's on your heart. So that just means that it's an obstacle of the heart being conquered. It's an opening for you to be able to feel more, to feel more for yourself. And you've got the card here showing to bringing into balance for yourself and emotions. So really what I see here is you've also got an Ace of Pentacles and a Ten of Cups. So you've got happiness all around. There's a guardian angel of being, and your spirit guide is the kangaroo for gratitude. So it's also showing me that really primarily the message is for you to know that you are actually at the center of your life, that your spirit is eternal, and that your spirit that's within you is you. And that as you relax and allow yourself to embrace that and know that you are actually the center of your story. You're not secondary to anybody else or anything else, or a parent or a friend or a political view or anything that's out there, all the different things that are out there. You're not subject to any of those categories. You are your own spirit. Okay, so for you to be grateful for what you have, the good qualities that you have, the amazing person that you are, okay, the places in your heart where you care about things, for you to go through and be grateful for those pieces of yourself that are yours at your core. They have nothing to do with anybody else but your spirit and who you are. That's going to help define yourself more. It's going to help be able to see yourself more clearly, because you're putting yourself at the second. You're not secondary to anything or anybody else. You are at the center. So just relax and enjoy that. Let that kind of glow. You've got lots of bright cards around you. It's coming into the right time of year to do that. It does look like there was a little bit of recent travel here in the past, and that there's some new answers and some opportunities coming up here in a couple of months. So just know that you're at the center of it, Patrick, and that you can just feel your own spirit at any time. And like Mr. Gypsy was saying, connecting outside, it'd be a good time to feel yourself. Just like the sun would feel its own beaming love glory that it's beaming across everybody in the world. So you are that as well. So just enjoy that power that you have, enjoy who you are, and see what starts changing around you when you do that. But make sure you are grateful for yourself for those positive attributes that you know that you have and you're proud of, and enjoy your days. And it's going to be a great summer, man.
Hello, Patrick. I feel like for you lately there's been more negativity, or maybe you're just leaning into negativity, like giving into negative self-talk and things like that, focusing on the wrong things, like maybe what you don't have or what you haven't done or what you may have done wrong, instead of focusing on the good and the positive. I feel like some trauma has been brought up, or maybe there's some new trauma that you're dealing with. This card is usually relationships, but I don't feel it's relationships in the traditional partner romantic sense, but I feel like maybe through a parent or a close friend or someone, there's hurt, like your heart hurts about it. And I feel like you're focusing on it a lot more, and you feel like it's just kind of a constant struggle and conflict. But work through it, work on your healing. Clearing negativity. not only traditionally with and different inner stuff, whether it's Reiki, but definitely work on clearing out that times, but we can't stay in that spot, especially if we want to heal. We have to kind of analyze, why are we saying these things to ourselves, and how can I flip and move forward and, you know, be okay, back. Okay. I was pretty much done, thankfully. Hopefully we didn't miss any of it there. But the ending note is just really focus on healthy communication in relationships, whether it be partner, friendship, family, with yourself, you know, just really focus on healthy communication, because there's a difference between communicating or arguing and, you know, healthy, genuine communication, right? So really that's what Spirit wants to emphasize, is communicating.
Awesome.
Wow. I think it was pretty powerful reading for Patrick there. And I feel like I should give him a card on what you should focus on. And the card that I get for you is peace. To focus on peace. And, you know, while you were all talking, I felt like his power is in the present. Like, just focus on each day right now until you feel your momentum build up. That will flow and move you forward. So I feel like your purpose is in your day. Okay, so let's pull. Now we have Kate Russell. Kate. So let's do a general read for Kate, and we'll see what we get. So I will begin and see what I get here. Oh my gosh. This is a soul card I get. Okay. And this to me represents Kate. This blue. It's a female. And this represents her heart to me. And look at this. They're all faces. I don't know if you can see that, but they're all faces inside of her. Look at that guy. So to me, this card lets me know that you're carrying a lot. Too much. And that you're stretched to your limits. But what I love is that the card, that this part, this aspect, the sacred circle represents you. And it's blue. Which lets me know vision will help you heal. I do feel that you do have to let go of the past. And I know that this shows me with all of these faces that you're carrying. They're images of things that you're holding that have to do with others. These are not you. So it does represent all kinds of different circumstances. And it's almost like these faces are haunting you. However, I do get a cat for some reason. There is a cat energy around. Now, I don't know if that is in person right now or spirit, but I feel like there's a message that has to do with the healing powers of a cat. Maybe if you have one, to hold it and let it, I know the healing power is good for your heart, so let it sit on your heart. But to me, when that card comes up, it lets me know you're carrying things and you're allowing other people's energy to affect your feelings. The Hermit card is coming up, which lets me know that it's important for you to move forward right now and to change your focal point into something that will be a part of your life. The golden rod in the Hermit really sticks out. So it lets me know that the spirit is waiting for you to move forward, to meet up with him, and to overcome the difficulties that are around. But I do have an issue with what it is that you're fighting. You're fighting your own judgment and your own abilities. It's almost like you gave up on something and now you want it back, but you can't. It's not in your play right now because you're not looking at things the right way. You need to get back to yourself. That's what this card represents. Get back to yourself and what you want to heal. Your heart needs healing. And the Mother card comes up. So you have 3 different major arcana cards. Okay? Which lets me know that everything that is taking place is part of destiny, but it also has to do with moving you forward into the right growth. I do feel that there is 2 different aspects of you that you're fighting, that you're asking for help, but you're not changing something that is getting in your way. And I don't know if that's substance, some kind of habit, or a mental habit, but it does show you do need to release yourself of something. And it could be more than one thing. And I do feel that the positive aspects have to do with breaking yourself free, regaining control, changing your direction, and knowing what you want. You can know what you want without a face on it. And to me, this card says get rid of the faces that you're holding when it comes to the things that you want in your life. Let yourself set yourself free. When you walked away for freedom and because you wanted to live a life that you wanted. And this is your chance to create that, and you haven't. And it's because you're holding on to the past and regrets, and you have to let it go. All of the swords are coming up, which lets me know it's mind. The cups aren't coming up. The only thing that's coming up different is your stability and moving forward. You're on a 3-year journey. And this 3 years, because I'm saying 3-year journey, you got the Empress card as well as the Pentacles. So that lets me know that you're actually on a 3-year journey to manifest change in your life. And that change could be foundational and change your life forever. And there's 3 aspects that want to come into manifestation, but your mind's not allowing it. Those 3 aspects: the Judgment, Hermit, working with your spirit guide, and the Empress. To me, the Empress is a female spirit that's family, generational spirit that's guiding you, that wants to help you. And it does show that you do need some healing help. And it does have to do with female energy. You can also receive foresight when you move in the right direction. But I feel like there's tormenting over past issues, and I feel like your power is in the present. I know we just said that with Patrick, but tonight we've had a lot of boundary coming up and a lot of being able to focus on ourselves, right? And I do feel like the next 3 again is coming up. The next 3 years, this is where you make it. This is where you do it. This is where you're meant to change your life. But I do feel like you have to let go of the past and take that freedom you took in the beginning, march with it, and create a life with it. And let go.
Hi, Kate. Okay, so first off, the major, most beautiful card, is the World card. That is your current, present, energy that is around you. You are so supported by your spirit guides, by your loved ones on the other side. They're literally all around you, just being like, hey, I'm here. So tap into that, kind of know that they love you and that they support you and they're guiding you on this path, because it shows me I also have the same card, and there's some things that have happened that are really just weighing you down. And there's also a form, I get denial from this card. For some reason, it's just coming, it's like denial. There's something that you haven't accepted in your heart yet, and it's taken control of that mind, and it's really strong and affecting your days, your day-to-day life. And you have healing that needs to happen, and that spirit wants to happen, but it's being blocked, within yourself. And it's kind of like, it's almost like I can see, it's like you're like clenched, like there's so much tension. And the energy that I'm seeing around you, though, is the healer, is the energy. There's healing that's coming. There's healing, that a male spirit that's around you that really wants to bring you this healing, that wants you to find this peace and calmness in your heart, because there is so much fruitfulness ahead for you in the future. And I see that when you kind of can connect to this energy and connect to this healing, it needs to be mind, body, and soul. It can't just be your body and, don't worry about the mind, you'll figure it out. That's not how it goes. You need to do it all, take care of your body, get rest. If you need rest, I keep feeling rest. You need to rest. If you need to eat, change your diet, maybe eat healthier, or cut out, the stuff that's making you feel like crap. Give yourself more energy, but mentally too, a big part of this is not believing in what's going on up here. And it's understanding that you're more than your mind. You're more than the things and the thoughts that you're thinking, and you are, you need to reconnect with yourself, I think, too. I also have an inner child card, so I feel like there's some stuff in the past that has, laid the foundation to where you are mentally now. And it's just, don't be afraid to heal it, because it's wanting to be healed. But ask for the assistance and the guidance, because there's healers around you, and I feel like I can literally see them around you, and you just have to be willing to open up and to be brave and ask for that help, because that's what your inner child, she just wants to be hugged and nurtured. And it's I get all this warm feeling over me when I say that, and that's this male energy or spirit guide that is around you. Could even be a loved one passed on. But my final thing before I let you go is that there is fruitfulness in your future. There's so much abundance when you do the things that you're needing to do. And your body deserves love. You deserve love. Your soul, your mind, you just embrace it. And sometimes it's maybe not searching for it outside. It's it's the inside. And I feel like music, I don't know if you're into music, but if you listening to music, playing music, all of those music, I feel like music is healing. So maybe sometimes even vibrational music or drumming, something to soothe that soul, that isn't outside influence. But anyway, good luck. No, all the best.
I love how you said to sing, because I got the message too while you were doing your channeling that she should write her story out and see what it is that she's telling herself and read it, and then write the story that she wants, or sing it. Write it or sing it is what I got. Can you see me?
East Coast Mystic.
Can you hear me now? Everyone's frozen. Can you hear me now?
It'll start again.
Did you hear me?
Never give up.
Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Yes.
Hello. I'm back. Oh my gosh. So I don't
Okay,
know
we're
if you
back
could
on.
hear me.
Just that you were saying to write something down, but it got patchy. It's cutting out now.
Your microphone.
Can you hear me now? Oh my gosh. I was saying she should
Yes.
write her story the way she thinks it is, and then read it to herself and rewrite it or sing it. So I totally got that. She needs to see her story clearly and then change it to what she wants. That's what I feel.
That's awesome. I love that, rewriting your story. You can see how you tell it and then see how you want to change it and see how you'll always see it different every time you do that. That's really good. All right, well, I'll go with the ruins here then. Okay, so it does show here in the past, about 6 months back here, there's an Ace of Cups. It shows that was a big opening for you. Something divine actually entered in to make some changes in your life, and a lot did change. And it looks like there's a complete split and a divide in the sense of half of the things in your life, and some people kind of went in one direction and you're going in another direction. And it shows that the other group, there was a conflict, and that there's like a year where some of these things are going to be worked out, and there's some things not even having to do with you and it involved there. And then right now your path is being separated from that so that you can enjoy your own growth for your own life lessons and not be pulled into other situations. So this shows me here that there was a conquering over something around home and nurturing. So it's as though something was put to you, maybe spiritually, or something that you'd asked for, or change at home, something that you needed, and this was actually a solution to it. So I feel that some of that change has left your emotions still searching, even though you've had some physical change that's going to give you the ultimate security and growth that you need. But right now it's learning to be able to let go and go with the flow, to trust that there is a flow of life, that there is positive things, knowing that you can't mentally control and plan everything, that there's a flow that's happening, and that right here within a month's time you're going to be feeling that, and then within 3 months there is also a financial opening for you as well too. So good opportunity that gives you like a feeling of reward, really, confirmation that things are going well. So even though there was disruption here in the past and everything got all changed, when things change, the old crumbles and falls, and then the new comes of it. And this does show that there is a balance, that there is some things that you've gained out of this, and there's some things that have grown in other places. So it's really about looking at what you have now and to enjoy what you have now. It shows that there's a lot of energy around you, that there is a lot of energy that's coming to you, and it shows that there is security around you. But the crossroad is really a choice for you to take a look. It's showing that you're provided for. You've got the totem of the buffalo. So that's always being provided for. So there is, again, there's nurturing around you, Archangel Gabriel, which is love and support and brotherhood and around you. So that's friends and people who you have a close connection with around you to actually let yourself, you've even probably put up some walls there, even in the good relationships, and to feel some trust in some of those, and to let your guard down a little bit, and to know that abundance and that flow is there, that you've probably put up a lot to get yourself where you are now, and now some of those guards can go down and you can enjoy what's around you. So it does look good. Just know that you have control over that, and that as you recognize if something comes to your attention, you can let it go and go, I don't need that right now because I'm okay. And you know, that skill or that defense mechanism or whatever it might be, you can raise it if you need it, but you don't need to carry it all the time. You can let some of them go now that you're in a different place in the situation. Just show for your final rune here was Jera, so it's a year cycle. And I feel for this one is for you to actually look at what you could do in a year. Look at what might be fun or somewhere. How would you want things to be a year from now? Or, you know, actually get into some little bit of goal setting, or draw a little picture of something that's inspiring to you, you know, a place you want to see or something within a year's time. Just see what comes to you, but just think about that whole cycle of a year from when the changes come to where you are at that point, and it's going to give you more perspective than just being, you know, right fresh out of the moments and into the next. You got the whole cycle around you, and that there's a lot of support for you. So just relax and open up to those supports, and you're going to find that things go even better than you ever thought, actually. So enjoy the journey.
So there's a lot of cards here, and I feel like it's been a lot lately. I feel like you feel like you're battered, bruised, broken, kind of like you've, you know, things have been taken that you didn't like. People take, right? So I feel like you're feeling a little bit damaged by situations and issues and people. But I feel like, as well with the other readers, like there's aces all around, so there's been new opportunities and a new path that's really presented itself through all of this shit. And I feel like it's really time. I feel like it's really your time. You're starting to connect, you're starting to balance, you're starting to fill your own cup and really focus on what you want. I really want to encourage you to breathe. Like when we started doing your reading, like you mentioned your name, like I took a deep breath, like I couldn't get enough air. So you just gotta breathe and let it go a little bit and kind of practice cleansing through that. Like breathe in, you know, let go of some things on the breathe out, but just breathe, whether it's breath work or just let go. Like if you find you're holding your breath, maybe it's anxiety, maybe it's, I'm not sure what it is, but just really focus on breathing. And make time for self-care. It's or focus on yourself throughout everything that you're going through, because in order to kind of break these recurring patterns, we have to see them for what it is, right? And the life lesson that it holds. So I feel like something that could be helpful for you is getting into card, maybe help you connect and kind of get your perspective about something. Sometimes if you're struggling, it can just help break the cycle of stress, worry, whatever. Just pull a card, get like an affirmation deck or something like that, and really lean into that during your healing. I pulled one more card that I usually don't. Yeah, I just want to read the back of it to you because I feel like it's an important message. So it says, it's called Eternal Light. So light is your true nature, so you can be no other. When you feel hurt, broken, or irritated by the words or actions of others, know that you have the opportunity to transform this energy and motion within each moment. The experiences that trigger you over and over again emotionally are divine gifts from you. Notice where you are feeling these emotions within your body, because this is all energy and motion and you can transform it. All you need to do is sit with it. Don't blame others for how you are feeling. Take responsibility and ask for this uncomfortable energy to be changed. So voice out a clear intention from your heart space and shine your light. All is transformed. So that's what I want to leave you with.
That's beautiful. I like that. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I think you need to focus on what you want and not what you can't control right now. And change the direction for yourself. So with all of our messages, I do want to pull a card for you. New beginnings. That's what you need to focus on. Make yourself create a new beginning, a new life. You know, like focus on it and see what you get out of it. You're not going to be disappointed. So we have one more we're going to do, and that is Natasha. So do you know if she wanted a general read or a specific question?
Just whatever messages we have, or just general.
Okay, let's do it. I'll go first, of course. Let's see. Oh my gosh. This is like a yin and yang type of card. And, you know, I really feel like at first I was thinking there's this female spirit around her that wants to bring a message out. But then this male popped in. And this card shows there's male and female around her. And they're both doing things to help her balance. Now I see yellow surrounding her, which lets me know enlightenment, and she's moving forward into a new beginning energy. And then I see the woman holding the green. She's got the green around her. And the card I got is the Wheel of Fortune. So this lets me know that she knows herself better than she ever has. And that you got the Wheel of Fortune too. That's so cool. And that it is her time to manifest the life that she wants. I feel like when the Wheel of Fortune comes up, it lets me know that she just came out of something that, like, that wheel is turned. She just came out of that descending and now she's moving up forward. And with the Wheel of Fortune, I have the Queen of Pentacles, which lets me know that she is meant to be manifesting something tangible for her life. And it does have to do with health, but it also has to do with her security and wealth, meaning with the Wheel of Fortune and that coming up. And I don't know what it is, but I do get something about a young boy. So I don't know if she's got a young child or a son, but it does let me know there is intuition and connection that has to do with this younger person. Like she's receiving messages or security through this younger child. However, the spirit does have to do with balancing, but also moving her forward. And I feel like there is some kind of location thing. So I don't know if she's like planning a move or planning a change in job or looking for something new, but that's the energy that I have. That spirit is guiding her to new things and new security and trying to break her free from this conflict. I see the Knight of Wands as a conflicting energy that made things difficult for her. And I feel like she's walked away from that energy and into an energy that is secure for her. So I do feel like she is on the right path, but it is about her identification, who she is and who she's becoming. And I feel like if she focuses on what she wants, whether that's how she's making her money or where she wants to live or what she should be doing, it's all material aspect right now, which is also going to build her present situation. And she's becoming something new. There's a new attitude. There's a new way of moving forward. But again, balance is coming up, financial balance, money that she's should have received or isn't receiving, that's in play. And the universe is aware of that. So I do feel like that's one of the reasons why it's a motivating power for her. As far as the two spirits and what they're bringing her, confidence is number one. Friendship. So confidence, friendship, and her connections to others, as well as good luck. So whatever she's dealing with, luck is on her side. This card lets me know that she should actually watch for signs and pay attention to like signs of superstitions. Okay? That will also bring her good luck.
I have some pretty beautiful and amazing cards. And right now, you know, your main cards are Ace of Swords and Ace of Cups. So there's so much new, like, available for you, and that has also recently happened. There's been like a severing of something. There's been some heart pain. There's been some, you know, maybe, I don't know if it's breakups or losses, deaths, but there's grief. There's grief that's still attached to something. And you know, Archangel Michael really wants to cut that and get rid of that so that you can move forward on this new cycle with the Wheel of Fortune. Because there is just it's like 3 heartbreaks, 3 losses. It's coming up and it's like cycling, and it's time to break that free. It's time. You have the ability, the spirits are around you. They want to start that new cycle and get rid of that old and that past, because you are on a journey of figuring out what it is that is missing, because there's what is missing you've attached to that past, that pain. And to me, it's like you've almost connected them, but they're 2 different things. You got to let the past go, and you need to focus on what it is that you want moving forward, what it is that your future looks like. Because you also have the Queen of Wands, so you are like powerful, you're strong, you're ambitious, you're independent. You have that like goddess queen energy, but you just gotta let go and shed that past, because it's time. It's time to put those swords away and just move forward in your life. So I'd say take this next, you know, this month, and just really kind of focus on figuring out what it is that those cycles are that you need to let go. Because you have the energy around to connect to that and to figure it out and move forward. And I do think that you have the ability to be a leader. So I don't know if that's something that's in your career that you're in now or in the future, but I do see that there is some sort of I don't know if it's teaching people, leading people, being an example. Even if you're a parent, it could even be by leading as example to your child. There's something that connects to your heart that you just do naturally. So there is beautiful things coming for you, but you gotta let some shit go. So anyways, good luck.
I love how we both got Queen, so that confirms it's like a self-mastery aspect happening right now.
Yeah, I pulled some ruins here, and it looks here like 2.5 months ago there was a bit of a standstill. 3 months ago, and that created an opening, and 2 things happened. Part of your life, some of the people are working on what they need to for their own nurturing and their own challenges. And it looks like you claimed your strength. It shows me that there was maybe a new job or career. You got the Ace of Wands, a new idea, a new opening for you because of this honoring. So it opened that door for this to happen. That there's a rune of balance of masculine and feminine energies within yourself to allow this to flow. And that you also have Behu, which is a blessing of wealth right now, just right in your recent present here, that's around you with the Ace of Cups, rune, which is an opening for something new, touching right against it. So that's just to stay in your balance, that is an opening, that is a divine opportunity that's been given to you that does match your growth. And that this is something that you can hold stable and solve with you, even though there's other things out there, other situations, things that are complex or things that need to be resolved. But it's okay, those things will occur. You have the Page of Cups as well too. So this is a message for you. It's about your knowledge and your guidance. So you can carry this wisdom and you can see the chaos and manage it and help people where they need to. And you don't need to let it affect you, except for the fact that you are interacting with these situations, but you are just adding your guidance where you need, and it's actually, you manage it quite well. It does show that your totem here is fox, and it's adaptability. So that's your ability to be able to adjust to different circumstances, and that is actually your gift, a strength that you have around you. And for Archangel Uriel, also connecting with your own loving guidance. So I mean, it looks really good here. It's a personal journey. You also got the wish stone. So you got the pure quartz crystal. And that just means that it's time you can hold it to make a wish whatever you want. You can have it towards yourself, or just wish or pray or open up to whatever it is, however it is that you ask. Just ask the universe, or just privately, just take time, have a silent time and think about what you want. But either way, you can ask for something for yourself, and ask for that wish. And things that you've asked before have set some of these things in motion that they've opened up for you already. So you can do it again and again, and just continue to ask for what you want, and it's taking you in the right direction. So yeah, good luck with it. It looks exciting, and the opportunities that come to you, know that they are good. They're lined up for you. So just stay with that higher sight that you have to be able to organize and help and embrace that talent and strength you have. And it's something that comes easy to you, but it's a skill, and not everybody has that. So just let yourself, embrace that.
Hello. Lots of, I got one of my favorite cards for you. I got the Magician card, which to me, you've got the power right now to really step into what you want to create for yourself. I feel like you're moving away from kind of some chaotic, maybe negative situations, but now it's time to move away from chaos towards stability for once. And that's really exciting. I feel like balance is a big thing for you going forward. Balance in life, but also balance within yourself. So balancing masculine and feminine energies. So lean into your creative kind of side and things like that, but then also draw from masculine, confidence. You know what I mean? Walk around like you've got it, even if you don't. Fake it till you make it. Just put it on and go forth, and know that you do have that power, whether you feel like it or not. You do have it within you. I feel like you're kind of learning some life lessons right now. Maybe there's been cycles of chaos and negativity that keep happening, but I feel like now you're starting to kind of analyze and take the journey of, okay, why and how can we not go going forward. Really reach out for support, find places that you can go with like-minded people, whether it's a support group or on your spiritual path. Find your community to lean on while you go forward on your journey and manifesting what you want. But yeah, really reach out, socialize, join in, being here, not physically here in the group, but still getting the reading, stuff like that. I think that's a great step towards maybe dipping your toes in the water of reaching out more into this kind of spiritual side of things. Whether it's a new foray into the spiritual for you, or whether you've kind of let it go and you're getting back into it, really lean into that. And going back to life lessons and stuff, you got a few of my favorite cards here, actually. My Oracle card, it says, although your past has been deep, filled with many life lessons, remember neither past nor future has any more power over it than you allow it to have. So really, you have all that power within you. Make sure it's for good. Yeah, just really connect with your power and realize where priorities and thoughts and everything should lie. So I hope that helps.
I love that. So let's end with the next good thing coming her way. I feel like I should pull a card. Friendship. So that's awesome. And I think that her connecting to people around her will help her stay straight. Do you know what I mean? And help her manifest the positive aspects in life. And I do feel like she is in the middle of starting something new that's going to be good for her. So, yeah. Well, thank you for joining us, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your messages. Take care, and many blessings to you always. Bye-bye.